I'm back. Anyways, I guess it's time for you guys to get to know me a little better. My name is Catherine Diane Butterfield. I was born December 20th. I meant December 30th. Oh my God. Who was born December 20th? Anyways, I was born December 30th, 1973, which means I just had a birthday last week. I am 38 years younger. And I actually feel 25. Is that weird? I don't know. Anyways, like I said in my first vlog, I have 3 boys. Kamari, Jalen, and Ethan. And I have a stepdaughter named Brianna. She's 13. Jalen's 7. Oh, I'm sorry. Jalen's 8. He had a birthday. Sorry. And Ethan is 4 years old. Yeah. Kamari's 17. He's the one that's about to graduate. I'm really excited about that. Really excited. I remember when I graduated from high school. I care not to talk about it. But yeah. Let's see. What would you guys like to know about me? I've been married for 8 years to Michael Butterfield. We got married March the 28th, 2003. Yeah. He was a Navy recruiter in Waycross, Georgia. And I think he was a bouncer at a club. And I saw him there. I don't know. I remember I was trying to go back into the Navy or something back in 2001. And I saw him in the office. And he was just so handsome to me. I mean, I didn't approach him or anything, but, I did look at him because his voice, I mean, it's just something about my husband's voice. When he talks, people listen because he has this, like, urban type of, if I was ignorant, I would say that he sounds like a black guy, but I'm not, so. He just has this urban tone to his voice that's just really sexy, and it turned me on. I looked at him and I saw that he had a ring on his finger, so I was like, yeah, she must be a really lucky girl. I mean, he's so tall and he's so handsome and he smelled really nice too, so that helps. But anyways, yeah, we met that night in the club. I gave him a hug at the door because I remember seeing him at the recruiting station, and I said, hey, how are you? I had just gotten my tattoo on my arm, and I was feeling a little, happy. And my cousin and I, we went to the club. I think it was called Evolution. Gosh, how can I remember that? So long ago. Anyways, he walked around the club trying to talk to me. He was asking my cousin questions about me, and I thought he was trying to talk to her. That's why I didn't really pay any attention. I was like, okay. But yeah, he was really digging me, and that made me feel good. He came into, I was working at this restaurant at the time. I was a manager at Captain D's. Yeah, the fish place. I was a manager there, and he came in one Saturday, and I was like, oh, so you want me to cook for you? And I remember what he wanted. He wanted the fish and shrimp, and he wanted the double fries and the hush puppies, and he wanted a large Sprite. I'll always remember that. Yeah, Michael's those days. And he never wanted cocktail sauce. He always wanted tartar sauce. He hates cocktail sauce. But anyways, how else are you going to eat, shrimp without cocktail sauce? But he was just so different. Let's see. What makes Michael different? Michael's different from the average guy that I've dated because he had a job, a career. He was a very religious person. He treated me like a princess. Well, he treats me like a princess, a queen. Michael's the perfect man. I mean, granted, he has his flaws, but they're not I can look past them, you know? I mean, we get along so well, we communicate so well. I mean, we don't even argue. That's the point. I mean, it's like whenever we see something, you know, starting to spark up, we automatically talk about it. And that's how a relationship's supposed to be. And we just have a really good communication type relationship. I mean, I love my husband. I know he loves me too. But yeah, I mean, the communication is just there. And I think part of it comes from being that he was raised by his mom. He kind of knows, like, what to say to a woman and what not to say to a woman. And, you know, being raised by a woman, you're going to know what a woman wants, you know? So, I mean, he surprises me with different presents. He's always telling me he loves me. He's always telling me how beautiful I am. And it's just, he opens the door for me all the time. I never open the door for myself. He's always standing there to open my car door, to let me out of the car, to open up my restaurant, you know, open up the door in the restaurant. Now, there's one thing that he doesn't do. He doesn't pull my chair out when we're at the restaurant. That's cool though, you know. That's just one of his flaws. But other than that, Michael is just, I love him, you know. I guess you can see that. My family. I was born in Waycross, Georgia. However, my father was military, which means we lived everywhere. Let's name some of the places we've been. I've lived in Corpus Christi, Texas. I've lived in Charleston, South Carolina. I've lived in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Yeah, not many places. But when my father was in the military, these are the places that we went to. I I had a very interesting childhood that I care not to talk about right now, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. I wasn't the best kid in the world, but I didn't become a product of my environment. I didn't let my environment change me. My parents, Larry and Gwen Lockey, I'm just going to say this. My family is very dysfunctional. But then again, whose family isn't? My husband's family is not dysfunctional. His mom, it's only his mom and himself because his mom was an only child and he was an only child. So they have each other, but they're not dysfunctional. My sister's husband, Eduardo, his family's not dysfunctional. He has his mom and his stepdad, Alex, and he has, you know, his brother, Simon, and his grandma. And they're the sweetest people in the world. So when I met these people, I realized that my family was dysfunctional because my family did not behave the way normal people behave. In my household that I grew up in, there was no whispering. It was always shouting. Yeah, you know, just craziness going on. Everybody argued at each other. It was just so, it's like rage, violence. It's crazy. But yeah, that's the type of household I grew up in. And as I continue to do these blogs, you'll see, you know, what kind of family I came from. I just don't want to throw it all out there right now because you may say, oh, well, she's crazy. I don't want to look at her blogs anymore. But yeah, yeah, my parents are, my dad is like a diehard NAACP person. Yeah, he's like a softer version of Louis Farrakhan. I don't really know how to say it, but yeah, he's really down for the NAACP. And I can't speak a cross word about these people to him because I will not hear the last of it. My mom, she goes to church. Yeah, she's a very sweet lady. I'm not sure what I want to say. Don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what? I'm just going to give it to you like this. My parents are crazy. They are. They're crazy. Yep. I cannot talk to them. I mean, when I do talk to them, it's like a one-way conversation. They don't hear anything I say. I have to listen to them. And then when I try to talk to my mom, she talks over me. Yeah, she doesn't hear you. I think my mom had the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. I'm not sure. But yeah. Um I've already been on here for 10 minutes, so I think I'm gonna kind of take a deep breath, and I might start again later. But right now, I think you guys have heard enough for now. Like I said, I don't want to scare you off, but the next couple of days I'm going to be talking about my parents. See how hard that was for me to say? Yeah. I'm going to be talking about my parents and my life. Yeah. Growing up in their household. Yeah. But, it made me the person that I am today, which is totally different from them. But yeah, I'm going to get back with you guys later. I kind of have to get dinner ready because Mike will be home soon, and I don't want him to know that I've been blogging and chilling, and. So yeah, I need to go and do my wifely duties. Love you guys. See you later.